Alright, sorry about the noise, people, but there's a couple of Bergens in the back of my motor, and they belong to a couple of gentlemen.
Could belong to me, not mine.
No, Sandy's got his
Good
own, it
day.
takes up a whole boot of his car, mate. But today, we're just going to be doing some walking. And we're going to go out to Silbury Hill, just for a look around. And then adventures await further on, so join us if you can. I've actually camped on top of that a while ago. And to get up there with a full Bergen on was a challenge. Today's nothing like that. We're just taking the essentials and our smocks, nothing more. And there they are. The commandos are in town.
Good day.
Right, let's get up there.
I think this is a significant hill, isn't it? I think that they did this by hand.
Oh yeah, there we go. It's the biggest handmade mound for a long way. There he is. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Look at Mountain Goat. Look, it's reached the summit already. Let's go. Okay, we're here. And yeah, it's been a few years since I was up here, and hasn't changed at all. It's still nice and flat. Some degree of concealment, not a lot. But the view on a day like this, I think we'd have been foolish to miss the opportunity, because it's amazing. If you imagine the top plateau of this segmented into quarters, a path on each one, that's where we are right at the moment. It takes it out of you because it's pretty much about 42-degree incline, so it's a good lung buster. Okay, now you can probably see behind me the lads. Yeah, amazing, really nice. And as Sandy said, you know, to imagine this was all made by hand, this isn't natural. A long time ago this was all flat, this is all handmade, and it is something else. Right, we're keeping to the existing paths on here as we try not to disturb anything up here, alright? But they've already been carved out. The only problem is with this place is the close vicinity to the main road, which is a damn shame, but there's not much we can do about that. There it is. Trying to sleep up here before was hard because, believe it or not, that road was in use all hours of the night. Okay, and just above we see the moon. Shame it's not a full moon, but we can't have everything. There's the moon, a few degrees north, and there's the sun. It's going to be setting in that direction, due west, of course. So it's great to share the experience with two good friends of mine, Sandy from Jackwell Knives, or Wiltshire Man, and Paul, Neanderthal 62. There they are.
Good day, YouTubers.
Nice for you guys, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Lovely, isn't it?
It's one I haven't witnessed before.
Oh, there you go.
Me too, yeah.
Another thing ticked off your bucket list, my friend.
Most definitely.
But I think Pete, our friend Mind Wiseman, done a camp up here after I did. But he was fortunate or unfortunate to have about 3 foot snow. So he done very well getting by with the kit he had up here. It's all exposed, as you can imagine. But it's just a good point to make a beeline and come up here and just to have a good look around. Because most of this area is flat, but this is amazing up here. Awesome. Right, I've just got a little something for the guys and myself.
A surprise.
I think I'm going to set a tradition now. Everyone that comes up here gets one of these.
Thanks, Darren. Hey, what is it? Christmas cake?
Homemade bread pudding. Mrs. Funky herself.
Oh,
And
brilliant.
you're not allowed down till you eat it, so you've got to eat it now, right?
Brilliant. Oh, right, okay.
We just had a lunch. This is jam-packed full of calories. So
Thank you, Darren, and thank you, Mr. Funky.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
All the best.
Cheers.
Yeah.
The bread pudding Silbury Hill gang has now been
A
formed.
good day to be had.
The top's a bit crunchy, but
That's all
tasteful,
nice.
yeah? Because if you're not having fires in a weather like this, you've got to fuel up somehow, yeah? Keep warm.
Yeah, definitely.
Check out Darren's video for the bread pudding Silbury Hill gang.
Yeah.
Yummy!
Lovely.
Top drawer. This is dodgy. Very easy to come a cropper, and we can see we're quite away. You can tell he's in the Marines. Look at him, he's running down there, little git.
Practice, isn't it?
It's like it's
Wow.
sometime in its life, it looks like it might have been struck by lightning.
Yeah.
We just got to go
And
up
it's
there,
regrown.
up that track. And a little point of interest. Sandy couldn't help himself, but questioned why. This tree had loads of different colour strands hanging off of it. Answers on a postcard.
Fairy tree.
It's a fairy tree, yeah. And they all sleep in that crevice in there. That's one for the kids. Right, chaps, so we go for a bit of a bimble then, shall we?
Right. The quickest route would be straight across, or we can contour the fence, which
Well, whatever's most awkward, mate.
whatever's most awkward.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
a bit of cross country. Then.
Okay then. Well, look at this. We haven't walked too far, and we've probably got about 30 years of water supply right there. And it's never going to run out, brother, is it?
Oh no.
That waterway has been there thousands of years.
And you could probably,
This
at
is the ancient
the risk of the shits, you could drink that
River
straight
Kennet
away.
has the oldest
Yeah.
English name.
It's beautiful, isn't
It
it?
goes back thousands and thousands of years.
Beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. And
Kennet.
we've just walked from there. You can probably see the cars in the distance, so it's just a short walk, really. Nothing drastic. Nice flat ground, a bit boggy in places, but onwards
Easy
and onwards.
going.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Safely over the sty,
Right, we've got to go over these.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
and the stones are.
These are sarsen stones.
Ancient sarsen stones.
Yeah,
Wow.
these are sarsen stones placed in.
I like the gap of that between 3 and 4.
Yeah, that'd be alright. That'd be alright.
Yeah.
How's your boots for waterproofness?
Oh yeah,
You'll be alright, Jon.
we're Gore-Tex, mate. We got Lois on. We're fine. Right, I'll be tailing Charlie.
Right, kick off any dirt you've got, because otherwise you're going to slip.
Wow. So there's the spring. Beautiful.
Yes, the spring comes out from under the bank.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
And you can bet your life it's nice and cool to drink.
Pure fresh water.
Yep, anyone who's carrying any weight who's got dodgy knees, be advised, you have to be very careful. Yeah, one false slip on these wet rocks. Oh, that ain't good. But that'd be a good place to put a little net to catch some fish. Naturally funneled, it's perfect. So we got our directional flow from the south, met by the natural spring, which our lads are checking out now. So let's go and join them, shall we? Wow. The importance of having good quality footwear. And I'm trying out some new thermal stuff in my boots. I'll try to remember to talk about later, but I'm just testing how good they are with the coldness of the ground. So far so good. Wow. I don't think many people have come up here, mate. They're probably worried about getting their feet wet. So it's a privilege to be here, mate.
Fossils and that. Look.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Shells. And
shells.
so it's running more from here. I'm suspecting the source of the stream is from that little area there.
This is the original
Oh,
ancient
Oh,
spring.
that is.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the ancient spring. I've got a feeling that is probably runoff
Secondary runoff from the
from
fields.
the fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
this
that
is
looks
the
like it's been
original.
protected, doesn't it?
Yeah, this one is the original spring.
Push him over, Sandy. Push him over. Push him over.
Someone's put a thing there.
Wow. There's
That
gold.
should be drinkable water, shouldn't it?
This.
I wouldn't chance it, but after you, mate.
There we go. Look.
After having Crypto Spring before, I always treat my water now.
Well,
I don't care if I'm in an alpine
You
spring
can
in
drink it, no
Austria.
problem.
Yeah.
got a slight taint to it, but nothing a filter wouldn't sort out.
Oh, that'd be the uranium, mate. That's all right.
Ah, right. Okay. If I
Stick your tongue out. Stick your tongue out. Stick it. Look at his yellow. Look.
Oh no!
Yeah, he got a human glow stick hanging out of his mouth. Look, bless him. What you got there, sunshine? Nice bit of flint.
I'm not sure what it is. It's some kind of fossil.
No way. Look at that.
Some sort of.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. It's very rounded. It doesn't seem natural, but it probably is.
Yeah, it is natural, that.
Wow.
It's a nodule, isn't it? Flint, isn't it?
You
Yeah,
never
with
know
some-
what you
some
find
kind
out
of,
there.
Well, it could be one of them big snail things, couldn't it?
One of those elongated, pointed things.
Yeah.
Which
Technical Paul again.
There's
Look.
plenty of bits and pieces in here. Look.
Look at him. He's like a little kid, isn't he?
Oh God, yeah.
Hey. And if anyone's asking, that's a Ray Mears
that's-
backpack
Yeah,
he's got
that
in there, guys.
is,
90
tooth.
litres, believe it or not.
That's a tooth
That's like
from the bloody.
Yeah, I'll drop it in my hand.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No. No. Oh shit! I didn't know what they were.
Sandy
Right.
swore. He said, bugger me, really.
Yeah. No, don't do that.
So, answers on a postcard. Very strange. I'm going to keep that, it's nice.
See, if that was lighter, I'd have said it was lava rock, but it's not.
Right, we'll have to keep going. We can't film more, we'll be here all day. But it just goes to show, in ancient England, I'm really happy to see stuff preserved like this because that goes way back.
Yeah.
A long, long time.
That's at least 3,000 or 4,000 years
Yeah.
old.
And it's not enough, it's not covered up with Tesco trolleys and bunk beds and stuff. It's been really looked after here. Excellent. So,
A friend, he's a paleontologist.
time
he
to leave
reckons
this place.
it's forebears the Romans.
And yeah, check it out. They've even made a lovely little handmade willow archway just for us. And again, you can see the coloured, I don't know, wish ribbons, whatever you want to call them. Alright, let's get up this hill and crack onto the woods. Right, there's Silbury Hill. We walked just below the brow of this hill, walked up here. We're at one of the cornerstones of the ancient borough. We've deburgened, and Paul's going to go on stag. Sandy and I, we're going to go for a recce, mate, aren't we?
We are.
So, join us, please. Okay. Phew, it's quite warm walking with that burden on up them hills. So, get some ventilation to your top, taking a hat off, cool down a bit, because we've probably got around about an hour before it's going to be dark. Okay, so we're just having a little walk around, see who's about. We're going to wait for darkness to fall. Then we're going to get our burgans on, get inside. And rumour has it, looking around on the internet and speaking to the some of the staff at the pub, that this location is in fact haunted. So it's going to be interesting to see if anything happens. You know, who knows? But I actually camped here before as the renovation was happening. I didn't film it because I didn't think it was right, but now it's been done, we're going to have a look. So we're at the entrance. Let's spin you around and show you. And there we have it. Sandy, who's up there, bless him, isn't been on there before, so he's going to be doing some filming too. Check out his video, A Wiltshire Man. I'll put a link to his channel underneath this. And that great big stone guarding the entrance is between 70 and 72 tons estimated. Alright, so let's go inside. Oh, it's going to be really dark in there.
I'll let you go first, Darren.
Okay, mate. So I might need to get a torch. But later on, when I get my Bergen, I've got my proper torch in there. Ooh, spooky. And as always, we got a torch on us at all times. Let's turn it on. That's it. Right, this is where I slept before, and very accommodating it was too. This chamber I've not been in because it's all boarded up. Yeah, you've got to be a brave man to camp in here all by yourself. You can't really sleep there because there's a stone on the floor, obviously. A stone garden, this entrance here. Let's say this is a nice hotel, and this is where we're going to be communal time spending in here. The end chamber. Wow. Yeah. And as you can look up there, someone's got a diving drill and pumped a massive great big core through the top, which is well out of order. But there you go.
It's a concrete slab, isn't it?
Yeah. So that is a very brief tour, recce, if you want to will, of our accommodation for this evening, Sandy.
Lovely.
What are your initial thoughts, sir?
I think it's 5-star.
There you go. I'm not going to shine the torch right at Sandy, but you can just about see him.
5-star accommodation.
It is indeed, sir, isn't it?
5-star.
It really is. There's no need to bring a basher, no need to bring a baby bag because it is pretty much
It's
watertight.
quite warm in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's warmer than outside.
Well, that's part, and I'm actually going to record the temperature too, mate. We're going to see it inside different chambers, and we're going to set the device outside. Oh, hello guys. And we've got more visitors coming. It's a lovely part of the world. If you get a clear night, you can see the stars around here too. Wow. Oop. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, the moon up there.
He's a pretend army man.
Yeah, I'm an actor.
He might have been in the army a few years ago though.
Yeah, a long time ago now, mate. But yeah, that's another reason
I'm
why.
just looking after him. I'm the grey man that looks after him.
The fountain of all knowledge. It's just the UK Kenneth Cram, people.
Yeah.
If you're watching Ken, hi mate. Say hi to Ken.
We all like Ken. We love Ken's
Yeah,
channel. Brilliant
Ken.
channel.
Subscribe to Ken Cram. Is a genuine guy, and for someone in his senior years, it's a credit to everyone. So go check out Kenneth Cram, people, if you're in love for the outdoors, as are we. All weathers, any time of the year. Just get the correct clothing, think what you're doing, and just enjoy it. This isn't a tactical training video. This is just three guys getting away from urban bullshit, as I call it, just to have some quiet time without any distractions. And we're at the head end of the Long Barrow now, and it goes on for some quite considerable distance. So let's go up to the very top and have a good view. Well, okay, as we saw inside with the diamond drill with the core chopped out, there's the top of it there. They did have skylights put on here, which is a disgrace. They should have kept it as it was, in my opinion, but they sort of compromised a bit, and they've re-turfed because that was just all mud. There's a little gravel walk stepway there, which it looks like it's all of the mortar and stuff's been bedded in, so it's going to be a while before they take the fences down to allow Joe Public up here. But it really is an amazing place, and I'm going to get some time lapse done of that amazing sunset, because it will be amazing. So stick around if you want to see that soon. You can probably see in the distance there, Sandy to our right and Paul to our left. Let's go and walk along the top spine of the Long Barrow, shall we? I say the only thing which I dislike about this area is that road with the noise, and I really wish I could click my fingers and make it go nice and silent as it would have been all those thousands of years ago. Incidentally, for our guys in America, if you're interested, it's believed to be constructed 5,700 years or longer ago. So that is actually a lot earlier than Stonehenge. And this is part of the St Michael's ley line, which connects Glastonbury, Avebury, etc. And it's a very important position on the planet, if you're that way inclined and interested, of course. And it doesn't take long to walk it, but it is a long barrow.
Keep walking, just ignore me.
Just ignore him. There you go. Right, we're back at base camp. The Bergens are secured. Paul's still on. You can stand down now, mate. I'm on stag
I
now.
didn't fall asleep on stag this time.
Not this time. If you're listening age, I still don't remember falling asleep on the gun, but there you go. Right, we're inside now. We've got our Bergens down, and we're just trying to get sorted out. Whoa, it's hard to focus. There you go. And the first thing is, we got our torch down there, and I've been told by a few subscribers, because it was always going off in my bag, and what I've done is I've got a top of a water bottle, plastic, cut a disc, and I'll put it on a terminal, and it doesn't short out now. And it hasn't come on, so that's a success. So when I get that light on, we should be able to film a lot easier. Right, we've got the torch on, and yes, it didn't accidentally go off in the pack, so thanks for you guys who commented on my last video about trying it out. The little disc in there is worked to charm, but as you can see, filming in, I won't put it in Paul's eyes because it will destroy his retinas. And it's still cold in here, as you can see by my breath. It's enabling me to film. Yes, Sandy, look. It's enabling me to film in the dark. But if we look down the corridor and I double tap it, you'll get the full benefit then. Wow. So there you go. 7,200 odd lumens. It's bloody insane. But you know, I mean, I'm outside now, so I'm guessing most of Avebury will be able to see me. But this just enables me to film outside. Oh, wow, look at this. Do you know what? Sod it. This isn't tactical, obviously. Look at that. Simply amazing. And I'm hoping we're going to get a clear sky, which it looks. We're going to be seeing the stars. Unfortunately, we won't be able to film that. But I guess we can try. It won't do any harm. But the temperature is dropping, as you can see by my breath. But you know, we're all adequately clothed, so we're going to be okay. So let's go back inside. And the head unit on this torch is getting nice and warm as well. So that's another benefit. I'm going to have to put the torch downwards because it will blind these guys, alright? So this is what YouTube is on the other side of the screen.
That's Darren.
You got Sandy making videos there.
The reason why it's so bright now is Darren's got his big light. Now,
Yeah.
listen, this is a tip for you, Darren, as well. Anybody else that's watching.
Go on, mate.
Now, it's cold now. This is the Swedish. This is the Swedish.
Trangia mess kit.
Trangia, okay. Now, if you want to get it lit in cold weather,
Oh yeah.
this always works.
Dip a light.
Just dip it in there. Got to be a bit careful, mind. That's a light now. That is.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah. And then then it will bloom.
Yeah.
And put the old stove windshield over it.
Happy days.
Happy days.
So we've got Bergens, we got Bergens, and we got more Bergens. Paul's rocking the zebra billy can.
Oh yes.
What we got, a little
Coffee
Arctic
going.
candle going on.
Yeah, go have the candle going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edible tallow candles. Don't try and eat paraffin candles, guys. It's
No.
not good for your stomach. So enough of me mucking around.
Tallow candles, is it?
Yes, mate.
Tallow.
Yes, beef
You
fat.
can eat them, can't you?
Yeah.
Getting old. Right. Yeah, as a rule of thumb, every time I'm transporting this, I always make sure that there's no pressure in there. I always do it on site.
We're going to get warmed up now.
Yeah, we will.
Oh yeah.
You're not banging the heat, no, that's a minute. Very good.
Banging it out.
It's an amazing little kit. It doesn't.
I've got instant hot chocolate and
Oh.
caramel.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be a shout out to our friend, Sandy,
Yeah.
Martin Cuthbertson, who recommended Aspen 4
Marty.
as a fuel. Okay? So I've been using.
It didn't work that well in mine, to be honest, because mine's better advantage asking for it.
Oh.
So Marty, you don't get a shout out from me.
Sandy. So as you can see, the flame on that compared to when I had unleaded fuel is a massive,
Oh, it's a lot better
a
than
massive increase. There we go. I was looking for my lid. So we're just going to get that to the boil. I'm not going to worry about a windbreak. I don't think we need it in here, lads, do we? There's no wind in here.
Well, there might be. That's another point.
Yes,
That'll be man-made.
I've got beans for breakfast, so tomorrow it will be. But to be honest, even though it's gone up now to 4 degrees, you can see that. It was 3 degrees, so I should imagine that's going to warm up a little bit in here.
I'm rolling now. It's just,
Look at that. Too much cloud.
But it doesn't feel that cold in here actually, does it?
It's not. You can feel it on the hands and the face. It's actually warm.
Because when you breathe, you know, you've got the vapour, but I think because we've got the right clothing on, it's not a problem, is it?
Yeah.
And yeah, I wouldn't want to be sitting here with jeans and a t-shirt on if that's on it.
what are you going to call this video, John?
I have no idea, mate. I struggle naming videos actually. Because it's nothing to do with prepping and all that, it's just going to be a leisure getaway really, so it could be called anything. But I have got a feeling that you might get some spooky stuff going on because it's supposed to be haunted. So whether something happens, who knows. But this is all live, I'm not editing it, I just want to see how long. It's starting to boil already.
No. They're either here or they're not.
It's not the dead view to be fighting off.
No, that's right, mate. The dead ain't going to do you no harm. It's the ones that's still alive, mate. That's it.
Second.
Alive and breathing.
So I haven't timed this. I'm really not into timing stuff. I think it's a bit silly. It's ready when it's ready. But for me, look at that. We've got a rolling boil already, and it's only taken
That didn't take
a
long.
short time. Oh, and that's the beauty of these little Peak 1 stoves. I was first put on to Coleman stoves by Pete Mind Wiseman with his 533 stove, and when I was offered this one for very little money, I couldn't say no, and I'm glad I got it because here we go, boiling water, job done. Didn't take long at all.
Noise boils, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy days. So
And mine's just flared.
I'm going to be using some Heinz
When they
copper
get
soup.
going, they do get going.
Cream of tomato soup with Mexican chili. This is interesting. Well, the soup has come out lovely. I've just got 2 sachets in there, and we got what 25. It's only half full the mug, and it's exactly what I'm after. And as always, you know, I stumbled across these cuppa soups when they're in Tesco's on offer, and I noticed that the offer runs out. I think it's the 3rd of February. and they're like £1 for 4 sachets, so 25p a go. And I just grab loads of them because I don't want to be there after that time paying full price. So I just got, you know, a nice amount. I didn't go mad, but enough. Okay, and that's going to keep us going. Lovely. And all I've done was just got the IKEA stove. Put a couple of bolts to get it off of the floor because we don't want to leave any trace. We put just a standard fuel Ziploc. Doesn't have to be name branded. You can buy it from pound stores. That'll go for at least 3 hours, and it's provided lights of filming. Hello, Sandy. I'll just see him. Obviously, my mate Paul. Yep, can see him as well. So we don't need the torch after all. And when we come in here, it was 3 degrees. Now it's 5, so it's slowly climbing. And I'm sat up here, probably about 5 foot from the floor, and there's no smoke. How nice is that? It's amazing, isn't it?
And don't worry, everybody. Should we be overcome by the fumes and die, we are in a tomb.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're in the best place, aren't we?
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
don't need to worry about that.
All we want is someone to find this camera and upload it to YouTube. Otherwise, no one's ever going to know what happened in there. But no, I think we could be doing a lot worse by walking around on the moors with wet clothing and getting lost in the cold.
Yeah.
We're sitting pretty.
Comfortable, warm. What more could you ask for in the middle of nowhere?
But it is, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
You go, as we were saying earlier, you walk down, I don't know if you can see it down there, but the further you get to the entrance, the colder it feels.
So you can feel the difference.
And you go outside and man, it is proper cold
And
out
that
there.
was before the fire was lit.
That's right, yeah. I mean, we're going to feel it even more so now, mate. You go out there for a pee, you watch it don't fall
We'll
off
be
now.
down to t-shirts in the next 2 minutes.
We'll be doing a dance of the flaming arseholes, mate, remember that?
I didn't bring enough tissue.
Yeah, happy days.
If you go out for a pee, you'll have a stalactite. Stalactite when you come back.
But yeah,
That's right, I'll put
there's
it in
the,
corner there.
the little hole up there. So, but mate, just looking around these stones, and we were talking, you know, the weight of some of these, how they must have lifted them into place, etc. I mean, there was no mechanical tools back then, and it's just it's amazing. It
I know,
really is
that's it.
amazing.
There's a hell of
6
a lot
degrees
there.
6 degrees is going up.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, it's going to be lovely and warm in here. We're going to be taking our outer shells off pretty soon, I reckon.
6 degrees, 78% humidity there. It's quite damp, isn't it?
But no, with a nice nice little clean flame. Yeah.
That's the problem with the
Can't be
UK.
doing
It's
too
a very
bad.
damp environment all the time, isn't it? You're battling
Yeah.
with damp all the time, right?
England's
The
always
good
damp,
thing
mate.
is, though, we're used to it, mate. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we
Yeah.
always TIC that one, no matter what we do, where
Yeah,
we
yeah,
go.
we are
We'll
used
to it.
always TIC the wet weather.
Yeah.
Whereas people, you know, foreigners come over and they do complain about nothing but it's being wet.
Yeah, they can't
Well-
cope with it.
Welcome to England.
Yeah. It is
But
a
you
damp
got to admit, that's a
environment.
glorious
It
sight.
is, mate. Yeah.
Beautiful. And
I
you
mean,
can
we're on the same equator line as Norway, Canada.
Yeah.
lovely. Enjoying it, Sandy?
Yeah, very nice.
It's smokeless
Yeah,
as well now.
it's
isn't
great,
it?
innit?
I'll have another brew in a minute.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. This is something I've been meaning to try out for a long time. Now, a few years ago, I got my favourite, which is Garibaldi biscuits. I don't know if you can see that. But I vacuum sealed them in this packet. Now, all I've done was I just created a tiny little nick in the original packaging. Then I sealed it, got all of the air out, okay? Now that actually, let's have a look, expired September 2012. So it's quite out of date. So what we want to do with Mr. Capo is find out if they're still edible.
I got a feeling I'm going to be the poison taster.
We got some interesting guinea pigs to see. This is the first time this has been opened, okay, since I sealed it up. Some 4 years ago now. And yeah, the packaging looks alright. But it's interesting, yeah, they're all squished down like that. I say what it's done is it's got all of the
Oh,
air
hasn't it?
taken out of it.
Yeah.
So whether they actually eat like how we know them to eat remains to be seen. So we're going to find out, I guess. As I said, you know, the only way to try stuff is to just try it. You don't know till you try it, okay? And, there we go. I don't need my blade anymore. It's done its job. Incidentally, if you've got 1095 carbon steel outdoors, always make sure they're oiled.
Here we are.
Unless you like rusty blades. Oh, mate. Whoa! One for you.
Well, thank you very much, Darren.
One for
Well,
Sandy, our
thank you
chief
very
poison
much.
taster.
They look the same,
And one for me.
and they are absolutely identical to the day they were made.
No way.
No, fine.
Nothing wrong with them.
He's right. There's nothing in there.
Same as
Wow. So that proves it. There's no oxygen absorber in there. They're just vacuum sealed. Most of the air, 99% of it's gone. And they're still nice.
even toasted.
Yeah. Wow. That's remarkable, isn't it?
Mm.
I thought they would have smelled a bit funny, but no.
So these are 3 days past their eat by day.
September 2012, they recommend you do not eat this.
And it's 2016 today.
2016, mid to end January, and they're fine. Myth busted. How
But
cool is
if we
that?
all don't wake up in the morning, you know we were right. You'll-
That's an awesome stove, that stainless steel Challenger, mate.
A friend of mine was in the Swedish military years and years ago, and he said that they used to use these down to about -40 centigrade.
No way.
Well, they are. That's Swedish. They are designed
Yeah.
for cold weather use.
I guess so, mate. Well, at least you know it's field tested to that temperature and it's going to operate fine.
That's right.
I think
Yeah.
there are techniques you've got to employ. I think you've got to keep your meths warm, and this meths at the moment is
Keep it on your person, yeah.
really
Keep it
good.
nice and warm.
Keep it nice and warm if you can.
Yeah. It's another learning curve, Paul.
It is. Yes, like I was saying to Sandy earlier on. I mean, I normally light mine with a strike stick,
Yeah.
spark, but I couldn't get it to light earlier
No.
with
Wow.
a spark.
Lessons learning all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
And when we was sat in here, we had the thermometer on the floor. Yeah, let me bring you out of there. We've actually moved it up to a suitable level. Look at it now. It's 12 degrees, so the temperature's climbing, obviously higher. Warm air rises, as we know. Is Sandy playing with his little mess pot? Sorry, Sandy, I'll have to blind you, mate. And the fire's still going well. Paul's still loving it.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, there we go. Just been snuffed out. That's the military burner, yeah, the bigger one.
That's the military burner. And what I've done, because it's
I'm gonna get you to polish that, you know that. It should be shiny.
because it's not vaporising very well, I just put a piece of
You're on report, Sandy. I'm sorry, mate. We can't be having that in the field, mate. That's
Yeah.
manky. That is.
put a piece of
Sandy doesn't mind here, mate. Well, I'll tell you what. It's a bit weird. We've all just been having a chat, and something really weird's happened. We've just been hearing some sounds. Can you hear it?
Head in, mate. It's doing my head in.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I ain't going out there to have it.
I ain't going out there.
Stuff
Oh,
like
what?
that.
I'll tell you, I'm not going out there.
That's
You're,
mad.
you're the tallest, Darren. It's up to you.
All right. Right. Let's see. Knife. Yeah, get me a knife. Right, let's go.
I'm right behind you. Not.
Right. Man, this is shit. Stopped. Shit. Oh, I'm outside. Outside, shit. Oh, no. Fuck. No way. What the hell is that? Oh wow. What's going on? Man, I can't see nothing, but I think we better get tooled up. I'm not going to sit here with a knife, fork and spoon, mate. Right.
How many knives did you bring?
Well, I've got 3. Sandy's a knife maker, so we should have loads.
I can build a couple of bit quick if you like.
Right, okay.
All right.
That's all right, Wes, that's us sorted.
I'll keep everything crossed.
Bring them up a bit more.
Right, we decided that these logs are a little bit too long to sit into the pot, so I'm going to try. I don't know how, but I'm going to try and batten it. I've got no idea what it's going to be like, so we're just going to have to find out. See how we get on.
I wouldn't batten it with that knife, though. Batten it with
I would.
fixed blade.
No, I don't care.
Piece of piss.
I think we'll be alright.
Nicely done. Easy. Straight
Sorted.
through.
So yeah, that's...
Smokeless fuel.
Yeah.
I want to see if it's still got an edge. Yep, I think we're okay. It's not brilliant, but it's like a waxy paper anyway. Shit. So, yeah, if anyone is thinking what that is, that was given to me. It's a Twistmaster by Cold Steel, and it's basically a Knocker nail, but a lot stronger. And nice little tool there. So we're okay. We got half blocks now, rather than these great big ones because they're a bit too big. Sandy's having a go with his Jackrule now to see how we get on.
Right, it's kind of pulverising it.
It's a very, very strange material to use. But you know, I had the. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's done the job, mate.
You want to go into quarters of it? Yeah, that's a quarter of it.
Whatever you feel, mate. Just, you know, what I was saying to the guys earlier, we're just trying everything these days. And the more things you try, the more chances you've got of some degree of success.
Definitely.
There you go, mate. I think you're going to be alright with that. So look, Jackrule, not just for bushcraft. Battencraft. So careful, because that's a bloody sharp blade you got there, mate.
Yeah.
Ah, right, and you got the wider blade.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there we go. We're going to be trying smaller portions rather than the great big lock. Right, it's about that time. Cigar time. Of course it is. Now we got 2 specials all the way from Nicaragua. As per. Now these are about a 2-hour smoke, alright? They're not going to be a little half an hour after dinner puff. These are proper ones, right? So, we're going to see how we get on, of course. And some of you might say, you can light it on the flames. You could. But to be honest, you don't want to be ruining a fine cigar by breathing in all the fumes through your nice cigar. Alright, so we're going to be using a nice quality gas. I'm going to clip this for my mate. There you go, sir.
Well, Darren, this is definitely the biggest cigar you've passed me so far. Thank you very kindly, sir.
Are you looking forward to that, sunshine?
Wow.
There you go, there's a lighter there, mate.
Lovely job, mate.
Get laughing gear around that little baby. Oh. How was
They
it?
light easier.
Nice. The world's a beautiful place, eh? Right.
Well, thank you very kindly, Darren. I shall enjoy this over the next few days.
A few days, man, yeah. Too right.
Yes.
I mean, you know, people say, why do you putz around and bother? Well, to be honest, I don't get out that much, but when I do, I want to try and make it the best experience I can. And if you don't like that, tough. So, again, we're going to get the cigar. We're going to toast her up. I know it's tempting, and I've done it sometimes when I can't be bothered, but I try not to get the flames to actually touch it, just the heat. You burn a lot of gas, it's a lot of gas in here, so I don't give a shit. But you can see it there gradually holding up. Oh, I can start to smell it. Oh wow.
That's a big cigar.
Big, isn't it?
I can hardly get my fingers round there.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while, mate.
Yeah, that's it. I think we're here for the weekend,
Well,
not for the night.
Led Zeppelin.
Well, if we're going to have a cigar, then we might as well have some rum as well.
Mmm. Pass the
Sandy,
goods on
partake.
ping, man. Mmm.
Oh, it's nice, yeah, very nice.
Dankeschön, Fraulein. Mmm. Ooh,
Warming.
it's been a while since I drank some rum. Look at that. Can you see that on there?
Well, they can enjoy their cigars,
Is
and
it-
I'll just enjoy the ambience.
Special corner in
As
there.
I'm a non-smoker.
Yeah, you can breathe on our second hand smoke.
That's it.
There you go, Captain. Oh, living the dream. This is baby, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
So we got a nice fire.
very nice.
We got a nice stick on the go. And I will keep saying it. World's a beautiful place.
Oh,
Sweet.
yeah,
Yeah, that's mint. But we're going to kick back now. Well, there's Sandy. Sandy's puffing away. Man, he got one of those Caribbean Snickers, isn't it? Yeah. From the Dominican Republic. How is she, mate? Is she burning nice?
yeah, lovely, very sweet.
He got a sweet draw. Oh, bless him. Yeah. What was it, Paul? All's good in the hood, mate, yeah?
All's good in the hood, mate.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
happy days. Happy days. Well, we're just chilling by our makeshift campfire, as you do. And we're passing around the hip flask, which happens to be Glenfiddich, a 15 and a 12-year-old.
Very nice it is too.
You can turn your headlight off if you like.
Oh, right, okay.
We've got a fire now. You can just about see Uncle Sandy. There he is. We were talking about old timers, mate, weren't we?
Old times. Well, I was born in the early 60s, 1962, same as Paul over there. And I had a very rural upbringing. And I can remember as a young person, certainly 6, 7, 8 years of age, and we would go off picking blackberries, and Mum said to us, you can pick the blackberries, but only eat the black ones, and be careful of the red berries, deadly nightshade, you know, belladonna. Don't eat that because that's poisonous. So obviously we learnt that, and then we had there was a field which always gave mushrooms at a certain time of year, and all the instructions we ever had were, when you go to the field, you pick the mushrooms but don't eat the toadstools. That was all we were told.
That's easy enough. Yeah.
But obviously I seen the mushrooms that Mum was bringing home, and I thought, well, okay, I know what they look like, and anything which didn't look like them, we just left.
That's right.
And anything else which looked like them, we just picked.
And you never
bring
got
them
ill.
home. Never got ill. Bring them home, fry them up, and eat them, even if Mum wasn't there. You know, so we would fry them up and eat them. Me and my brother Andrew.
Yeah.
The
And,
times have changed, haven't they? As I was saying earlier,
Yeah.
people are too
now,
scared and stuff.
now, I'm more cautious now
Yeah.
than I ever was when I was a kid.
You got no danger as a kid. You got no
Yeah.
sense of danger.
That's because growing up, society has put so much doubt in the mind, look.
Yeah.
So now we've always got doubt to play with.
It's hip flask stayed in my hand, unfortunately.
Is that unfortunately or fortunately?
Fortunately for you, unfortunately for us.
There's more where that come from.
Yeah, that was a nice little gift from Ken. K-Jumper 1. You can't see that, but it's back there. There it is. USMC. Hopefully catch up with Ken sometime this year. But yeah, even Paul was saying the same, mate, wasn't you? Yeah, years ago as a kid, you go off and build dens and stuff.
Born and bred in the New Forest. Yeah, we just used to get let loose. Me and my mates just go out there. build a den, grab the mushrooms, grab the berries. We never got ill. All trial and error. You couldn't get away with that nowadays, of course. But like Sandy's just said, I am a lot more cautious about it now. I wouldn't go out and do now what I did 40 years ago, 45 years ago. Wouldn't do it.
It's strange.
Got to be a lot more, there's a lot more out there now. You've got to be a lot more
I
cautious.
can safely identify the edible sort of field mushroom.
Yeah, I'm alright with some chanterelles, some I can't quite think of. Because that's
But when you recognise them, you'll see them, won't you?
yeah, you do.
I've always wanted to find one of those great big puffballs about a foot big. I've always wanted to find one.
Lou brought one back last
one-
summer.
No.
Size of a football.
Really?
Yeah. The best way to do it is fry it in garlic butter.
That's the way I would do it, yeah.
It's lightly sliced and fry it in garlic butter. It's beautiful.
There's a small
Wow.
puffball called an earth ball,
Awesome.
and I think it's not deadly poisonous, but it will upset your stomach.
It'll give you the runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The earth ball.
You have definitely got to be careful when you're going out there. Do your homework, people.
Well, and I did see I think the actual seriously deadly mushrooms you can count on on one hand how many of them there really are in species. You know.
The ones that kill you within a
they-
day or so, yeah.
and,
Dangerous.
I did see a couple of them when I was in the Forest of Dean, and they were a beautiful mushroom to look at, but they were sinister. You could see it. They were pure white, you know, and
It's asking for trouble, isn't it?
angel of death or destroyed angel.
If it has gills, leave it alone. Any mushroom with gills is normally poisonous.
Does that apply to fish?
I'm not sure if you'll find them in the field. Yeah, I haven't actually looked, to be honest with you.
We've not seen woodland fish?
No,
They
I
run
haven't,
around in
no.
the woods, but only in October.
I've lived a sheltered life, Darren. Very sheltered life I've lived.
Oh man, we could talk shit for hours.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, of course it is, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, one thing I like about getting away from all modern bullshit, you know, we've got no traffic noise, we've got no wind, we've got no car sirens, car alarms, drunken pissheads. It's just nice and quiet, out of the wind and the elements, and we can just sit around and talk about whatever we want without hurting anyone. And to me, mate, you got to try it now and again. I think it's important for the soul, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
There's something about even a little managed fire like that.
Yeah. It hasn't got to be a great big survival fire.
No,
It's just that, dude.
nature's telly, as people call that.
There is. I mean, this is taking us back to our ancestors who were buried in this tomb.
And would probably be doing exactly the same as we're doing as a send-off to whoever they left here.
Yeah.
The fire.
Well,
I'm not
one
sure whether
thing-
they'd be smoking cigars and having whiskey and brandy, but
No, but they would have at night time, especially in the winter time, they would have gathered around. Probably a group of them, maybe crammed in a space like this, maybe 8
definitely.
or 10 of them as a family,
Yes.
and they'd have probably had skins on the floor to lie on, and they'd have been gathered around a little fire to keep them warm.
Yeah.
And they would have banded about ideas from one another,
Yeah.
and folk laws would have grown up, and little tales, and
That's right.
and this is where it all started.
Yeah.
To the weather forecast, they were saying minus double figures.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But the stick's going down nicely.
Oh yes.
Going down a storm. The burn's quite even. The draw's nice and easy, mate, isn't it?
It is. Yes. It
And
is.
we haven't had to relight it, which is a good sign of a good cigar.
Messing my life.
So yeah. Good test for your little Jackraw, mate.
Yeah, it's
It'll be interesting to see how nice it cuts through a Rizzler later on.
That's what you make them for, that Sandy. Using and abusing and
Well,
trusting in it.
Yeah. And that knife, that was the last one. That was the last knife I built on the Bummy John Linisher. That was.
Right.
And I kept it for myself. Every other one I built, I've kept. I've done a nice knife and I thought to myself, I've kept it. I thought, yeah, I'll take that to the bushcraft show to show people. And I've gone there and I've ended up selling it. And then,
Do you know what? Dow does that. He says, "Oh, I wish I could keep a knife from myself."
This one I'm keeping. I keep saying to myself, and I end up selling it. But this one I've kept. It's not perfect. It's
Good
got
for
a
you,
few
mate.
flaws. But to me, it's my knife, and I keep it. And I like this knife, you know.
Yeah. Fair
You
play,
got a
mate.
bond of it, mate. You want to
Yeah,
stick with
that's
it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play, my friend.
Yeah, we do so much good, decent work for everybody else, you know.
See, this is
Keep
another
on
thing.
back.
I'm going to say this on camera now because it does upset me sometimes when people look at Heaney Haynes or whatever website and they look at all these knives and they think, oh cool, I've got a knife and it's cost me £40, £50 and I'm happy with it. And then you see a custom knife go on sale for £200-300. Oh, it's far too expensive. But I tell you what, if you was to make a high quality knife like that, with the time and effort,
It's just the time
yeah,
that goes into it. I mean, you know, it really is a labour of love.
yeah, because you put the materials in there, the
Yeah.
costs. That's the steel, the handles, the
Material
belts.
cost for an 01 knife with a plain sort of handle is quite low, really. It's not
Mm.
it's not a huge amount of money.
Well, it's
But-
the man hours.
But it's the
that
man
you put
hours that goes
it.
into doing it.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
but there's the machines, there's the belts, there's everything
Yeah,
else. There's
That's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's the what do we call it? We need temperament in there.
Consume a heat
In the
treatment.
kiln.
Yeah, I mean all hands out.
It all, exactly, and it's so expensive
Yeah.
to do. And if you boiled it down, you know, by the time you factor in all of that, if you take a long time, you take pride in them, you probably could be putting yourself on about £2 an hour by the time it takes you to do it.
I haven't made as much
So-
money as I think certain people think I do earn, but you know, there's not as much money in knife making.
Not many people really
Well, no,
make.
it's like anything.
There's a
You've got
living.
your overheads.
There's
you
a
know.
there's a living in it. If you do it right, there's a living to be had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you wouldn't be doing it. You wouldn't be doing it. You know, there's a living to be had, but it's not as good a.
But I
It's
think
not
I think the Jackal story, when I first came around, do you remember when we were doing them in that garage?
Yeah.
And until now,
Yeah.
and the unbelievable advancement in
Well,
quality.
then,
mate. It's
I've
incredible.
improved the machinery. I've improved the fit and finish. I've always strived to better myself with each sort of batch of knives that I built. You know, I've always sort of tried that, and I've stuck with the same style of knife. So
Yeah.
I've become intimate with it. You know, I know what works and what doesn't. You know, and it's a style of knife that I like.
Well, you said it there, mate. You know what works.
Yeah.
Why alter what already works?
Exactly. And for a knife to do more than just one little carving thing, you know, the more benefits.
Listen. I could hear some sort of dog.
Yeah, that's the
I think it was echoes.
it's the air and the fire.
Echoes.
It's alright, mate. The werewolves are gone now. I chased them off of my K-bar.
Nicely done.
Yeah, thanks, mate. They won't be coming back for a while.
So I was right behind you, Darren.
Yeah, I know you was.
500 yards behind you.
Right, time for some food. We're having a lovely time, as you do. So, thanks to Pete Mindwiseman, I've decided to try and do some fresh-ish style cooking.
Freshish.
Fresh-ish, i.e. these are already prepared.
It's not level, that isn't Grant.
Eh?
You're stoving quite level. No, you want to go more that way.
That's alright. What I got on offer at Tesco's recently, I'm going to try them out for the first time. Usually you try it out at home, but I thought, live a bit dangerously, sod it. Let's try it outside. Just a stainless steel mess tin, nothing complicated about that. Ugh, what's that look like? Yeah.
Shut that door, there's a draft.
Put wood in the oil, mate.
Could have left us some Hessian.
So this is the Madras curry paste for 2 people, and I don't believe that's enough for 2 people, so it's enough for me. Squeeze it all out.
Someone will be shifting you over
Got some water, because it's a paste after all, and it says 100ml, so that's about right. Because I'm allowing for evaporation as well. We're going to get that cooking up, and what we've got to do now is get that.
That bloomed up.
Incidentally, that is one of the first knife, fork and spoon I ever got.
Yeah.
Swedish one, and I'll swear by it. It's the closest thing to normal size cooking. I don't like to use those little Mickey Mouse things, but it's my own personal preference.
Racing spoon.
It's got some warmth to it.
So one of the things I like about these little stove stands is, once you've got a good feel in there, like the Aspen 4's pretty good,
Yeah.
it really does make a difference when you actually simmer it. What I was finding with unleaded, it wasn't simmering as good. It sort of cut out. but you can get it really low on this, and it's a blooming godsend.
Trying to bloom.
So we got that starting.
Quite smells nice.
Isn't it? Something else, have you noticed? The temperature has gone up.
Must be that stove.
That's stove on, that's why.
Yeah.
And all these are
And
it's
this
just
one's
chicken
on.
breasts
And that one's
that
on.
are pre-packaged already,
And
okay,
that's on.
to keep it nice and simple, mess free. And because we're out in the field, we can use a tiny little camp knife to get these in there.
What you should have done is pre-diced it though.
No, I thought about that, but I thought that's going to be too messy. Once these breasts are cooked, I'll chop it up in knife when it's in there. That's my plan anyway.
If you diced it up, it would cook better, wouldn't it?
That'd be alright.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells like a takeaway in here, doesn't it? Tell you what, let's turn that down. Because we don't need it too high, do we?
That's Marty Cup fuel that's gone yellow.
Thanks, Sandy. Yeah. And we're just going to slide them in nice and clean, simple.
This has got to be the first time a curry's ever been cooked in the long barrow.
I was going to say,
It could well be, mate. It could well be. Now we're just going to be checking those every now and again. Once that's in there, I've got these Indian flavoured grains. They were on offer as well, so I've got myself a couple of packs because I thought one just isn't enough. So yeah, we're just going to monitor that.
Cooking your curry in the long barrow.
I might chuck a little bit more water in there because that's going to evaporate and go to nothing if we're not careful.
It does smell quite nice actually.
Yummy. And another little tip about mess tins, you always get a smaller one, but we just use that to try to keep some of the heat in there. It's better than nothing at all. And yeah, we'll come back when that chicken's pretty much done. What sand you got going on?
Ah, I'm waiting for my stove to bloom. It's taking a long time to bloom because it's so cold.
You
And
still
it's-
didn't learn to put the mess in the cloak, did you? You still weren't there getting
no,
cold.
I'm being a bit lazy. It's getting there now.
He's on one of them learning curves and he's not listening.
It's a big learning curve.
And we got Paul over there. He's knocking up some scoff as well. What's in that pot, Paul?
Oh, what have we got here? We have chili con carne and Mexican Uncle Ben's Mexican rice.
Wow,
Yeah.
ready meals.
Yeah, well, I love me boiling the bag. Nice and simple and mess free.
You can see it's coming to the boil now. So we're just going to monitor that really. I mean, it's going to take a while for them breasts to cook through properly. I did plan on cutting them all up, but I thought, nah, can't be bothered. Don't want to mess my knife up. I'll wait till they're cooked and I'm just going to use my standard knife and fork to cut it up once it's all done. I've done a similar thing actually when I was in Silbury Hill when I cooked them lamb steaks. I put them lamb steaks in flat and they just filled the messing up perfectly. Wait till they're cooked, then I'll cut them up, chuck my rice in, mix it all up. I think it's easier cutting up cooked meat than raw meat, especially if you ain't got a chopping board and all that.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a pain.
Yeah,
But again, mate, we're on one of those learning curves, so
yeah, that's what it's
It's
all
always the
about.
shape of that pot.
we're going to keep
Lends
that heat in
itself
there.
to cooking, doesn't it, really?
I do like that set.
To me, that size pot is the biggest you should have for one person. You go any bigger than that, I think it's false economy, really.
Well, it's ideal for one. and
Yeah.
It's plenty good enough for two.
Because if you look at the size of the human stomach and the food you can put in there, yeah, there's a lot of food you can put in there. Yeah, don't be put aside because it looks little. You get a lot of food in there, mate. And I know when I done a camp in the woods and it's honking with rain, I done a trangia stew, filled it way up to the top. By the time it boiled down, it was perfect amount, you know, just for your guts.
Spot on.
Yeah. There's no point having a great big Dutch oven to yourself and then eating a quarter of it, let it go cold and throwing it away because you don't want to eat it for breakfast. just do what's needed. And already about a third of that's going white, so we're not far off. But I will be checking it, so don't worry guys. I'm not going to be eating raw chicken. Well, it's been on there for a while. I'm not sure exactly how long. As I say, I don't care about timing. I'll just do it by eye. And to me, that looks like it's half cooked. So I'm going to turn them over.
I didn't realise that. I thought you had to build it.
And get the bottom sides done.
Didn't realise it had the little door on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's steamy.
It is. It's a bloody good little bit of kit, mate.
Yeah.
I've only had it a couple of months, but
Yeah.
it is a cracking bit of kit.
And,
the price, you know, only 20 quid.
Back on with the lid just to keep some of that heat in there.
Yeah.
Easily.
I'm going to
You
go
can
for
probably
it.
cook in there
Don't
as
you go
well.
looking for it.
Right, we're back in the room. I don't know how long it's been. As I say, I'm going by eye. Now I'm going to see, because it's important to check the chicken, mate. You don't want that going all peaked on. And I think because it's raw, it's stuck at the bottom, but we don't care. Yeah, we've still got a bit of pinkiness in the middle, so we're going to give that a bit longer. It's always best to cut through. I'm probably teaching to suck eggs, but cut through the biggest bit first, because that's where you're going to get all the raw stuff. Yeah, I reckon we've probably got another 5 minutes, and we can chop that up and chuck the rest of the stuff in. Now I think it's probably easier just to chop it all up in here. God, this is like an Indian restaurant here now. You smell that? Flipping out.
Indian come
It's
Mexican.
not bad stuff, is it? For a little pouch, just have water, and you've got a nice sauce to chuck here. Well, you can put anything in there. Pheasant, rabbit, deer. You can put anything in there, can't you? Oh. And as I said in the last overnight I done, I prefer to cook main meals not too long before I turn in, because that will keep me nice and warm through the night, because I'm not going to have a fire where I'm going to be sleeping. So, you know, you can rely on warm clothing to an extent, but to have a lot of hot food inside you just before bed, man, that's a no-brainer. So, we'll chuck that back on there. Give that a bit longer, and then I'm going to chuck my grains in there. Right, I think that's long enough. And it's starting to resemble what we know is curry. So as I say, we're going to be trying these Indian grainies out. And if you're interested, just pause the screen. That's what's going to be going inside, okay? So luckily for me, these are already cooked, so all you've got to do is preheat them, so it shouldn't take too long. What you don't want to do is to chuck something like this in, leave it for 20 minutes, it will just turn to a big mushy pulp. So because that's sealed in the pack, I'm going to try and break up a bit. Oh, that smells lovely actually. Yeah, that's some nice proper slow release carbohydrates in there. So we've got carbohydrates, protein, vitamins, minerals and flavours with spices. That's probably a good meal, that.
I know this one is.
So we're going to have a little closer look at that. Yeah, lovely jubbly. So if that sauce was watery, now it's not, because some of the starch in them grains are going to thicken it as well. But that's the beauty of that, because it's burning nice low simmer. We're not cooking the crap out of it, and it's not going to get stuck to the bottom like shit to a blanket, okay? So it is important to give it a stir around. Whoa. You hungry, Sandy?
Yes. Yes, Darren, I know.
That's a shame. Yummy. Well, mine's not too far off now, and Sandy's getting in on the act as well. Are you getting hungry, son?
Yeah, I am now.
Yeah.
Too many good smells.
Unprepared, but he's on a learning curve, like you saw. What you got in our wrap pack, mate?
You have to like it.
Well, what is it, Paul?
It's chunky chicken and vegetable soup, I think.
Oh, mate, that'll warm you up in a nice cool cave, won't it?
Yeah, they are quite nice.
Yeah, splendid.
Rice it the normal way.
Oh, do you know what? It's so great to be outdoors again, Dad, isn't it?
Oh, there. I certainly don't do it often enough.
Cue the old Indian music.
I've got Mexican going on in my ear.
Let's let that warm up then. You can have the water back. When I finish
That's
it.
it. I think we're
That's
ready.
right, it'll only be through
Awesome.
water anyway.
Ooh. That's where it's at. Man, I'll tell you, I've just been trying some, and it is like a proper madras. And those there's peas, there's butter, there's all sorts in there. There's so many different grains, which is excellent. That is highly recommended, and I'm glad I bought loads of them pouches when it was on offer, because I now know. Yeah, that's the ticket. Let's look at that. Everything that Uncle John needs right there. I'm going to be farting tonight, you know. Right, the remaining fuel's gone on the fire. Sandy's leaving his admin kit there. The temperature is a pleasant 10 degrees. And the little light there, which is through night. And all I've done is I've got was it a 4-pint plastic milk bottle, just squashed it down flat, stuffed it in a Bergen, open it back up and put the torch in there. That's creating enough light to film. And I've got my Bergen there, everything there, with a little gas bag, and that's I'm taking that to my sleeping quarters and leaving nothing in there. Because I need a fire thing. I'm going to sort that out in the morning. Because what I don't want to do is to wake up, really come in here and square away. I want to get it all in my little room so it's all in one place. Because what I don't want to do is anyone coming in here and coming through here while we're asleep or something. You never know.
I don't think they will, will they?
It's nice and warm in here, isn't it?
If they did that, they'd nick it all, wouldn't they?
They'd have a try. But there's Paul's Bergen. He's going with the. Was it a Ray Mears Bushcraft Bergen? Is it, mate?
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah. It's quite. That's 90 litres. That's quite a good size, but it does appear quite small. So it's a miracle bag. So there it was. We've had a lovely evening around the fire, as you do. Some nice times, good food, good drink, good smoke. Same old, really. I mean, you know, we're just going to leave no trace. Even the fire pit, you won't even know it was there by the time we leave. Same old reason. You know, we just try to square away a few bits and pieces, make it easier to when we go in the morning rather than coming here and then repack everything. So that's pretty much it. Sorted. And I wonder who that was, Sandy. That was a cat claw.
It was a bit I might
It's actually blowing the flames over. You have to be careful, mate. What was he doing on that fire? God, Sandy. Where is he? Right, change of plan. I'm not going to sleep in the first chamber because it's snowing outside and there's a lot of moisture and damp there and it's dripping everywhere. So everything's going to get wet. Sandy's going to sleep there. The fire's going to stay there. I'm sitting up here.
That's me.
And how I'll get my sleep mat is I roll it up and put it inside my bag.
Pokey Pepper's sleeping over
It protects all of the contents and keeps it nice and straight. Sandy's turning into a blue maggot. You're right there, mate.
I'll be a blue bottle in the morning.
As Lee does. I've got the Arctic bag, because I don't use it very often, so I thought, sod it. We'll get it out and give her a bash. All I've done is I've got... let's get down here. I've got me my wrapping sheet, parachute. That's a great ground sheet that's double folded over. Under there I'm trying out a new Swiss Army roll mat. I'll put a link in the video underneath if anyone's looking for one of those. I've got my Thermarest mat, Arctic bag on top, Bergen with everything in it all together, and the light is illuminating everything, so we're good to film and everything, so we're all good. Paul's up there. Was it getting a fag together again?
Force of habit.
Yeah,
I'd
mate.
like to be like you and Sandy, but I don't think my head's got the willpower.
And here's Paul. We can see it. He's got his little Arctic candle on in there. Yeah, very cosy, my friend. Eh? And he's got his maggot on the floor, diagonal to fit his 8-foot frame in there.
That's the bivvy bag. That's got the it's got some thinsulate lining in there.
Oh wow, I've never seen that
Yeah.
before.
And you know the hood all zips up. So
Wow.
you shove all your clothes under there and make your pillow out of it.
Excellent idea, mate.
But I've already
What bivvy
I've
bag
already
is
got
that?
my pillow. I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue.
So there you have it. Look for I haven't got a clue bivvy bags and you'll be well sorted.
That's the ones. Yeah.
Right, looking around into the darkness. You can't see it, but it is that dark. Moving around. And there we are. Sleeping in the main chamber, I believe they call it. We're just going to let that fire die down. And yeah. Sleeping with the ancestors.
That's the one.
Sleeping with the ancestors. Morning, people. We survived the night, and the haunted hound stayed at bay. Thank goodness. But we was expecting snow, because it did snow last night, and nice clear skies and a sunrise. But instead, we were met with an ice pea soup. Yes, it's very foggy, guys. That's that big stone I was telling you about, which weighs between 70 and 72 tons. So don't ask me how they got that there. Or indeed a lot of the stones, because they're all very heavy, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it's nice to be outside. It's a nice cool breeze, some fresh air. Yeah. You got the restorations on the roof, as we saw earlier. They're going to be setting over the next couple of weeks, and that fence will be removed, and we'll be good. But I'm guessing no visitors have turned up, which is good for us because it gives us time to square everything away, etc. And I'm going to go back in there now. A nice hot cup of coffee, and we're going to fry up some bacon because it is England after all. And the lads are all up. They're just starting to cook their
That's the
breakfast,
joy of
etc.
it. There's 2 tracks. There's one up the side, which is now totally and utterly overgrown.
Say good morning, chaps. And Sandy survived,
Top of the morning, YouTubers.
and so did
I'd
Paul.
like to say to everybody that there are no ghosts here.
Yeah, I just said the haunted
And-
hounds,
and-
they didn't come in,
And
thank God.
also, there's an old saying, don't be afraid of the dead, they ain't going to hurt you, it's the living that will.
I can't understand that. That's fully open and fully pumped up. I've never seen it do that.
That's why I don't trust these stoves. Like, actuate it on and off a few times.
Bloody hell.
Turn it on and off quickly a few times.
I'll let it go out. It's
It won't.
going to go out now, look.
Turn it on and off quickly, actuate it if you're on and off vigorously.
Yeah, right. Right, the stove's going, but I don't know what's up with it. I think it's the generator's going to be packing up. It's just my luck that the 533 at the prepper meet failed. This one's looking like it's going to do the same. So we're going to try and get something out of it at least. It's time for coffee, obviously. Coffee's good. So, Crusader mugs going on with dye lid, and we're using the GSI. I bought this a couple of years ago. I don't want to use it that often, but rather than discount it, I thought no, I'll take it with me. And I've got all of the goodies in there: coffee, sugar, and a little stirrer, so I ain't got to wash up my spoon. And that's us. Right, we're slowly packing away the kit while the coffee's going, and I found these in the bottom of my pack. Now, I think I brought 4 or 5 of these out with me, just to share around if we needed to, or put some in a sleeping bag, put some in boots, whatever. But I never used any of them. But I remember watching a survival video. It's an American black and white one, set in the 50s, I think, about Arctic training, military one. And just quickly on that video was shown a hand warmer, and it had like a metal disc inside, and all you do is you clicked it and it activated it. But I believe that them ones you don't have to boil to reheat, you just keep pressing the button every time it goes cold. So if anyone knows where to get those ones, which you don't have to use boiling water, could you let us know in the comments, because I'll be really interested in getting a couple of those for me and my friends, because something like that, which will just go on without these one-use ones, I think it's a great idea, especially for an inch bag. So, I'm not sure what's going on with the stove, but it seems to be starting to behave itself. And looks like we got a boil. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so that's alright. So, I think what's happening is that Aspen full fuel is good, but when it's cold, it ain't good. It's taken about 15 minutes from lighting initially to get to a suitable flame. So it's either that or the generator's going. So if anyone has any ideas on the Aspen full fuel, let us know. Nice one. And there it is. Only those who camp on Silbury Hill get one of those. Contact Animal Tendencies for details. There we go. Right, that's it. I double checked everywhere with the torch. Make sure there's absolutely nothing left behind. And if anyone considering doing something similar to this, only do it if you've got the best intentions of leaving it with no evidence whatsoever of you being there, okay? And the last thing we want is people being inspired by these sort of videos and to emulate it and leave it as a mess. It's something we do not endorse whatsoever, okay? Anyone who leaves a mess behind, they're no friends of ours, okay? So, we had a great time. The lads are just up in front there. You can see it just in the background there. 5,700 years old, people. Something else. And it truly is an amazing shelter. You know, the temperature difference, 0 noise, 0 wind, no rain. It's perfect. I mean, you consider where we are at the moment. There's hardly any forest out there. It's just all fields. And with the conditions last night, yeah, it would have been a completely different experience. At the moment, it's very cold. It's just below freezing, but there's some fog, and it's very, very cold. My fingertips and my gloves. It doesn't take long when this breeze. It's chilled already, so something to be mindful for. You can just about see Silbury Hill in the distance, in the mist, but it's quite nice actually. Let's pan you around and show you. Well, there's the guys. I'm tailing Charlie, as I've always been. So this time I haven't got the gun, but I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, just. As I say, it's very foggy. It's lifted to what it has been, and these are the tracks which I think they're going to relay. There was some sort of matting carpet going up there for visitors to actually walk upon, but I don't know what's happened. It seems to have been removed, so I'm hoping that there's plans for them to rectify that for future use. Right, what boots have we got there, sir? Danners, I believe.
Danners, yeah.
They are awesome boots.
Danner Fort Lewis.
Fort Lewis, and brand new they are.
Ah!
What about my boots then, Funky? Come on.
Hold on, I'm looking at military stuff. I don't know what they are.
This is military.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's that? Dad's Army? They are awesome, mate.
Yeah.
And they've been single laced, I can tell. Knotted at the front and booted up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Knotted there, just thread through.
That's old school.
And
And
then-
then for years, mate.
No.
That's so the laces stay equal, is it?
It just saves tying knots. See, it's all you do is you
It's just an
you
easy.
just
It's an easy. Oh, don't do it now.
no, I won't. I'll just undo this little bit and see. This is all you do is you wrap that round there
You just got
and
one.
just fold it under there a couple of times, which locks it in place. It's an old military trick we used to do 30 years ago.
I think you put 3.5
Locked into
Neanderthal
place.
hitches on there, don't you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you just got to remember the Neanderthal hitch, and you're laughing,
They are awesome boots.
and then that's it. Job's a good
Danner, Fort Lewis,
one. Danner Fort Lewis.
wicked, mate.
Yeah,
I'd love to have a pair of those,
about
but
£280.
£280.
Yeah, somewhere around at about
That's
that.
around $300-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, just over $300.
400 more, like.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
How much did you pay for them?
280
Go on.
How much did I pay for them?
Yeah.
Certainly not £280. I paid £55 with postage included.
That's shit.
10, that is. You had it 10 fingers.
50.
Or 4 fingers.
Five.
Just ignore Sandy, he's
Yeah.
being silly.
Oh,
He
yeah.
always
Yeah,
like that.
55
4 fingers and
£2.
2 thumbs.
The boots themselves was £40, and I had paid £15 postage and packing.
Wicked. And also, the smock looks like the one I've got. And a lot of
Yes.
people have been asking me about these. It was made by a company called Zara Industries. And the person who made them at home has since passed away, and these are no longer available. So if
Oh,
you do
right.
see them, grab
What,
them.
those smocks?
Yeah.
They are good. They are
I
very
paid
good.
about £30 for mine, and it's an amazing smock.
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
£20.
Oh, here we go. Look, we're in
19.99.
1999.
19.99. Not
Christ.
even 20
Base
quid.
19.
Looks like you've only worn it for 2 weeks.
I've only worn it a few times. Yeah.
It's a lovely
Yeah.
smock, mate.
But
It's
I've
got a
washed
nice
it.
cut to
It's
it.
all washed in nick wax as well,
Good lad.
so it's waterproof.
And Sandy's wearing urban camouflage, so walking through the town centre.
I'm the grey man.
No one's gonna.
I look after these two.
And it's gratefully accepted.
Yeah, baby. Awesome. No, it's a great time out there. So appreciate you tagging along. It's been fun.
No,
hasn't it?
it has been a bloody good 24 hours.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me, Funky. I appreciate it.
Oh man,
Brilliant.
any time at all, my
Yeah,
friend.
any time.
It's good. It's
And
really good.
we'll give you a shout on the next excursion.
Yeah,
definitely,
for sure, mate.
We'll
We'll-
do a woodland one next time. Not
Yeah?
woodland one
Yeah.
next.
Ancient woodland camps.
Yeah.
Ancient woodland
Do
camps.
some
ain't
recce's,
bloody
Paul.
Brilliant. Sorry?
Do some recce's on some ancient woodlands, mate, and then
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
fix a date and we'll be off.
Okay then.
Well, that's the end of another adventure, if you want to call it that. But
But
we've always tried to do different places, okay? Not just bashes of wood, somewhere different. I would like to do an urban camp one day, but that is fraught with so much danger when you consider it. Right? So who knows? One day I might see if I can plan something like that. So it's Sandy and Paul. If you want to say see you later, guys.
Goodbye,
Thanks for tagging along, and I'll put both.
Thanks for viewing.
That's all right, man. And what I'll do is I'll put both of their channels underneath, so you can click onto that, subscribe if you want, whatever you want to do. So that's pretty much for it. And thanks for watching. Stay funky.
Stay funky.
I
can't help myself.